Hey everyone, Jace here with Santa's Workshop by Lego Creator. Set number 10245 contains 883 pieces. Recommended building ages are 12 and up. And the box is marked with Expert. So it looks like we get to make Santa's sleigh with a few reindeer. Plenty of elves. Here's the workshop. Too many things to name. Here's the back of the box with the various actions. This looks exciting. Let's open it up. So here we have bag number 2. So the bags in this set are numbered. Bag 1 with various elements. Another bag 1. A third bag 1. I hate to think there's all nothing but ones in here. Nope. But here's bag 2. A large bag 2. Finally found a bag number 3. Another bag 3. One more 3. Looks like a 16 stud long tube. We get another tube. And instructions bound by cardboard. Looks like we get some stickers. Let's open up the instructions. They got these taped well. So there are 2 colored instruction manuals. Anything else in that box? Nope, it is completely empty. So it appears that there are 9 bags, 2 rods, a set of stickers, and 2 colored instruction manuals. Let's see what Santa's Workshop looks like after it's assembled. This was a fun and interesting build. In a moment, we're going to be taking a look at the minifigures, accessories, the conveyor belt with toys, Santa's sleigh with presents, and Santa's Workshop. Here we have Mr. and Mrs Claus. Let's take a quick look at Mrs. Claus. She is holding a plate full of peppermint candy and looks like chocolate chip cookies. Those are making me hungry. Her torso and skirt are printed. She is wearing a red cape. The back of her torso is printed. Nice hairpiece. She has a spot on the top of her head for an accessory. Now let's have a look at Santa Claus. Nice looking minifigure. His torso is printed as well. Nice beard. And Santa's hat. The cotton around the outside of his hat is printed. She almost lost her plate full of treats. Moving on to the 4 elves, let's take a closer look at the elf on the left. His torso is printed. The ears are attached to the hat. He has these short legs. He has a single-sided head. Moving on to this elf, he's got freckles and a nice smile. He has a single-sided head, and the torso is printed on one side. Next, we have another elf that's wearing all green. Nice print work with the overalls. His torso is printed on both sides. He has a single-sided head. And finally, the last elf, he has a single-sided torso. Happy smile. He has a double-sided head. Looks like he is sad. He probably wants to be a dentist. Great set of elves. Let's have a look at the accessories. On the left we have a sign with a wreath. The sign is supposed to say North Pole. I choose not to put the sticker on the tile. The pole looks like a candy cane. Next we have a tree. It is decorated up with ornaments and lights. On the top we have a star. It's built with slopes and plates. And finally on the right we have a small reindeer. The eyes are printed on. Looks like he's growing some antlers. Or those possibly maybe ears. Nice little tail. Nice brick built reindeer. Here we have a machine that makes toys. Nice color scheme with the black, red, and white. On the right we have a set of controls, a wheel, and gauges. Those are printed on that 1x4 tile. On the top we have a set of lights and a spinny thing. I'm not sure what that is. On the rear we have some smokestacks. So this is possibly a steam-powered machine. Not much is going on this side. Here we have the conveyor belt that the toys ride on after they are assembled. So it appears we have a rocket ship and a small yellow race car. These can be removed. Looks like they're ready to be put in Santa's sleigh. Now let's take a look at Santa's sleigh. Here we have the sled and 4 reindeer. Let's have a closer look at the reindeer. Their faces are printed, as well as the element for their backs. Here we have some bells. They are connected to 2 tubes. Their heads do tip. They're a bit stiff. In addition, we do make 4 extra assemblies. This is supposed to go in their backs if you want to remove the reindeer from the sleigh. It's a bit difficult to get the deer off, so I just leave them attached. And here we have the sled. It is full of presents. Nice use of the gold elements. We have 2 lanterns in the back. All the presents can be removed. We have an electric guitar, a few gifts, and a little magic wand. Here we have Santa's bag. Looks like it can be filled with a bit more gifts. It is one nice sled. Let's place Santa Claus in the driver's seat. It is scaled for minifigures. Now he can take off, up, up, and away. Nicely thought out. I really do like the reindeer and the sleigh. Oh, don't want to forget Santa's bag. We'll set that right up here. Hope it doesn't blow out while he's flying. Finally, let's explore Santa's workshop. This is packed with a lot of detail. Off to the left we have the workshop. On the top of the roof we have some lights. I like the use of the gold fencing for the windows and the rocks for the steps. They look like stone. On the right, this appears to be Santa's house. Not really sure. We do have these stones that do lead up to the door. Nice pillars that crowned off with 2 spheres. I like the snow hanging from the roof. On the top we have a clock element that is printed. Off on the right we have a set of candy canes and a sign that says Santa's Workshop. That is a sticker. Yes, I did put stickers on that element. I'm being serious, I put stickers on that. Here we got the chimney. Let's take a look at the inside. Lots of things going on. So here on the ground level, we have a small little fireplace and the entry. Nice gold ladder that leads up into Santa's area. Supposedly where he reads his messages that kids sent him. We have a chair you can easily sit in. I like this chair. This is really nice. Nice use of the dark red and gold elements. On the top we have a little desk full of letters. All those kids asking for presents. And off to the right, looks like we have a small workshop. There's the gold window elements. This looks like some sort of work table. We have a small hammer and an open-end wrench. Looks like these are possibly 2 cans of paint or paint jars. Here we have a key to unlock the door. Let's see if I can stick that in there and unlock the door. There we go. Makes a nice doorknob. These do not open up, however. Here we're supposed to have a sticker of some kind. I didn't put that on that tile because I plan on reusing that. And there's supposed to be a welcome mat here on this tile. I choose not to put that on as well. I like how the set just angles together. Really nice. And this even fills in the void. On this side, we have a little window with a planter box, some snow on top, and this is a nice little lamp, except that the lights do fall off very easily. So you have to be careful with that. I've knocked them off many times. This is a great Santa's workshop. Lots of detail for such a small build. Finally, let's take a look at these stickers and spare pieces. The set does come with a nice set of print work. I did put the signs on the workshop. The rest of the stickers will be used for another project. There is one brick separator that is included to help with the build. In addition, we get a sphere, a wand, an extra key, 2 flame elements, a ribbon, 2 stars, a stud flower, 10 plates, 16 studs, 5 round tiles, 8 slopes, a 1x1 tile, an extra beard, an aerial, and a telescope. Lots of leftover pieces. I hope nothing was left out. These pieces may come in handy for other creations. This wraps up the review for Santa's Workshop by Lego Creator. Set number 10245 contains 883 pieces. Recommended building ages are 12 and up. This is one nice set for the holidays. It has lots of detail and it is playable. The pros are that, of course, it's playable, has lots of accessories. You do get Santa, Mrs. Claus, 4 elves, elements to make the reindeer and the sleigh, and many other things. There's only one con with this set, and that is that the parts should have been printed. I'm not a big fan of stickers on elements. They had some parts that were printed, but in my opinion, all the parts should have been printed. It had added a nice touch to this set. But it is a terrific set. I do recommend it. It is easy to construct and fun to build. Thank you all for watching.